Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, I'm going to be doing the 21 questions makeup edition tag. Now this tag was originally created by Allie Glines, and she's a bigger YouTuber here in this space, but I actually found out about this tag through Mel over at Mel C's Makeup and Style, and so I am going to be linking Mel's channel and her video down in the description box below, as well as Allie's video if you want to check that out. And I am super excited because I've only peeped at the questions. I didn't watch Mel's video yet because I didn't want to have any like preconceived answers or anything in my mind. But as soon as I'm done filming this video, I'm gonna go watch hers, and I am so excited. But I really liked the questions. They were very different from any other tag questions that I have come across thus far. So I'm so excited to jump into this today. And if any of you guys want to do the tag, I highly encourage you to do so. And please let me know if you do it so I can definitely come show your video some love. I will have all the questions written in my description bar for you. So yeah, you guys, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so jumping right on into this, question number one is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? Now I did take the time to rummage through my collection before I sat down to film, and I believe these two products, because I purchased them on the same day, are the oldest ones that I have in my collection currently. And this is the NARS Blush in Orgasm, and this is the Chanel Cream Bronzer. Question number two is, what is my most recent makeup purchase? And I didn't technically buy it, but the newest thing in my collection is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop So Jaded palette. I have recently done a tutorial on that, and I will link that up here for you guys. And I'm super excited to continue to play with it. I just haven't had the chance to, but I wanted this for a while, and my mother was so sweet enough to get it for me for Christmas. Number three is, what is the first makeup product you ever used? And you guys, that is so hard for me to say because I was a competitive dancer for a long time. So I actually wore makeup when I was very young, as it was required of me. And the first makeup that I can remember having to purchase was like for a dance. And honestly, it was always like really cheap drugstore makeup, and it was always like a red or hot pink lipstick. And if I can find any that look like it or photos of me wearing this makeup, I will put it on the screen for you guys. But either a red or hot pink lipstick, and then they went through a really big phase where we had to do like purple smoky eyes out of almost like a Wet n Wild or Maybelline type of quad, before those quads were actually worth a crap. So there's that. And then if it comes into when I actually really started to do makeup for myself, I would again probably say something in these ranges, or even the Kat Von D like liquid lipsticks. Was it the Lolita liquid lipstick maybe? Those would have probably been some of my first makeup products. Also, why did I say the word those that way? Moving right on along. Question number four is, what is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? And honestly, you guys, the first thing that pops into my mind is using dip brow for your brows and making them really blocky and really sharp, because I used to love that. The Anastasia dip brow was everything and a bag of chips to me, and now I have a dip brow in there that I know when I do my next collection series and I go through my stuff, that has got to go, because I don't even know that I've dipped into it a couple of times and it is crusty. I just personally prefer a more fluffy brow now. So number six is, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine? And this is honestly really hard for me, you guys, because there's quite a few. So I love doing the lipstick, because I always feel like the lipstick really completes the look, as it's the last thing I do. At the same time, I also really love doing the eyeshadow, because I think there's just a whole fun process to creating an eye look that just every other part of your makeup routine doesn't really kind of compare to, because your eyes are going to look different literally every time you do them. So I would say somewhere in between lips and eyes. We're gonna go with that. What is a makeup product you can't live without? Mascara, maybe? Concealer? I'm gonna go with concealer, because concealer can be used for a lot. Like, you can use a concealer for your foundation. So I'm gonna go concealer, and then if you're talking specifically the one that I use in that stance, I love the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Mine's in the shade medium. This bad boy gets me through a lot of tough times. All right. Number 8 is what sparked your love for makeup. And so it would go back to, like I mentioned earlier, how I used to wear makeup for dance. So I was attempting to almost like learn how to do makeup then because I had to put it on. And then all of a sudden I stumbled upon like beauty YouTube, and Casey Holmes, she is the reason I really love makeup. I binged watched all of her videos when I found her. I took every one of her product recommendations to heart, and this was big when like how-to videos were huge. So like how to contour, how to do this, how to do that. And literally that's about how I learned to do makeup. And then I just really liked how it made me feel, how it helped me connect with my friends and other people who also shared a love of beauty. So a little bit of like, because I had to wear it for dance, and then also Casey Holmes. She holds a special place in my heart, and she don't even know it. So number 9 is what is the worst makeup look you've ever done? I'm sure there are a ton. Like I said, you probably already, if I have some photographs, seen my makeup from dance. I would probably say that is some of the worst makeup I've ever done, but there's also this one look that comes to mind. Excuse me, my foot is going numb. There's this one look that comes to mind, and I was camping one year, and this was when I had just started buying makeup, and girl, I thought I looked cute as hell. I will put a photograph so you guys can see it. But I had found this photograph in a magazine. That's right, your girl used to get the magazines. And I don't remember if it was Taylor Swift or someone who was wearing the makeup, but it was a really beautiful like watercolory blue and green. And I think there was also something with like purples in it. And I went out and found products to recreate this makeup look. This is truly the first time I can ever recall that I wanted to recreate a specific look. And girl, I thought I was the shit. I thought I looked so good. I was like, oh, she's an artiste. Like, stop playing. And girl, looking back at it now, I'm like, oh my damn. What? You look crusty, girl, but it's okay. But literally, we all gotta start somewhere. And yeah, so that, other than makeup, like dance makeup, this is the one time I can truly think of it. If I find any other ones while I'm editing, I'll pop them on the screen for you guys just so you can enjoy. But that blue and green one, she'll forever go down in history. So moving along from that question as my worst makeup look I've ever done, number 10 is what is your favorite makeup look that you've ever done? And oh my, I have done so many makeup looks in my time of doing makeup, not even just on YouTube, just like before YouTube. And honestly, I'm not sure off the top of my head. Part of me wants to immediately say like my Mad Hatter look was one of my favorites, just because that look came together better than I could have imagined and like greater than I could have hoped. And the response I got from that look was, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal. But I'm trying to think if there's like any more like standard type of makeup looks I did that I really liked. I would say maybe the next one that pops into my head, and it's not just one makeup look, but it's the first time I ever filmed with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe Volume 2 palette, and I did the 3 looks 1 palette. Every look that I created out of there, and there was one that was just like a light orange look, there was one that was like a pink and orange kind of geometric look, and then there was a really nice deep red kind of smoky eye, and I loved all of those looks. I felt that they were very different for me. They were kind of out of my comfort zone, and I just thought that I actually kind of really hit the nail on the head with what I was wanting to create out of that palette. Number 11 is what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? And hands down, I would have to say that is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I wear the shade Buff in that foundation, and it is absolutely phenomenal. It says, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? And I'm gonna just go back to that Chanel cream bronzer. And I say this because I don't actually buy a lot of expensive makeup. I don't buy anything from like Tom Ford or YSL or Givenchy or anything. I don't buy those kinds of makeup products. They don't interest me. The price tag makes me want to throw up a little bit. And so I don't really buy anything that expensive. The only other expensive things I can think of that I have purchased are Natasha Denona palettes, and they definitely are not worth their price to me, and I don't think like I would ever really do that again. But this product right here was worth the price I paid, and I distinctly remember at the time I was nauseated to pay like 50 something dollars for a bronzer, maybe more. I can't even remember how much it is because it's been so long. So I'm gonna go with that one just because I do think it's worth the money, and it has lasted me decades. No, I'm just kidding, that's dramatic, but it's a good product. So number 13 is what is your most repurchased makeup product? And that's easy. That's definitely brow products because I definitely have gone through more brow products than anything else. What is your earliest makeup memory? And that's again going to be those dancing makeup memories. Okay. Anywho's. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? That is Ulta for sure, as Ulta has the superior point system, more products, especially because my Sephora that's close to me is a Sephora inside of JCPenney, so it's small, they hardly have anything. And again, I just appreciate that with Ulta, every purchase you make, you earn points, and those points equate to a dollar amount off of a purchase. I don't need your tiny, useless samples, Sephora. I need money off the money I'm spending. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Number 16 is what is the most underrated makeup product you own? I'm actually wearing it today. In my opinion, the most underrated makeup product I own is this Hank & Henry Slick With It liner. You guys, I am a walking, talking advertisement for this eyeliner. I love it so much, and I literally hear and see no one else talking about it. Look at my eyeliner, you guys. Like, look how bomb it is. And I do this eyeliner every time in one swipe. I do it out and I'm able to take it all the way in. It is so smooth. It never skips. It never bleeds. I just don't understand. Like, this is a holy grail for me. Like, I have other eyeliners and I literally refuse to use them because they just don't do what that eyeliner does for me. All right, my number 17 is what is the most overrated makeup product you own? And that is going to be the two Natasha Denona big old palettes I have. Let me see them right here. I have both the Sunset palette, which I've talked about in my eyeshadow collection video, which I will link for you guys. It's a good palette, but it's definitely not 100 and what? 30, 40, however much money it is, it's not that good. And then especially this one right here, the Natasha Denona Safari palette, this palette is shit. Okay, it's about to get thrown away. It's not good. And yeah, it's terrible. So overrated for sure. Her eyeshadow formula is nowhere near worth the price that they charge for them. The smaller ones are not bad. Like, I have this one right here, the Peak palette. I got it in a BoxyCharm. Very nice palette. I still wouldn't pay, you know, like however much they want for it, and I wouldn't buy them with my own money, but they're way better than her bigger palettes for sure. Okay, so number 18 is what is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? And the first thing I can think of is the Anastasia and Amrezy highlighter, because literally, in my opinion, that is the best, one of the best products that Anastasia has ever created aside from the Jackie Aina palette. And the fact that they took that Amrezy highlighter off the shelf way too dang quick, that is literally my favorite highlighting product ever. And yeah, that new one that they came out with does not even compare, like not even a little bit. So I wish they would bring that back. Number 19 is where do you go for makeup inspiration? And this is a hard one because I feel like I get inspiration for makeup everywhere. Like literally almost anything. It can literally be a sunset outside and the color story will get me thinking, or a specific shirt, or you know, like the outside packaging of a palette. I get it from other creators, you know, on things like Pinterest or Instagram or heck, YouTube. And I feel like there's just so many places that you can pull inspiration from, and it can be the smallest thing that you would never think of. And then number 20, only two more now. Number 20 is what do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? And I think the thing that I would like to see less of, I think I would like to see less product launches. And with, not that I don't want to see any at all, but I think there is so much makeup in the market that by the time you may get around to trying something, there's already like 3 or 4 new things. And it's not just like one particular brand, because I mean, ColourPop, yes, comes to mind, but it's just that like every brand is putting out so much makeup that it's so hard to keep up. And like, not only like your wallet can't keep up, like if you try and create content, that's so much content. You know, like my drawers can't keep up with like the overflow of stuff. So I would just like to see like less launches and more like quality makeup. Like lately I kind of feel like the products aren't that inspiring. They aren't that interesting. Like we have an overflow of like really basic makeup products, and so I want to see less launches and more like super cool, super innovative, and super unique things. Okay, last but not least, question number 21 is, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? And that definitely plays off the last question that I just answered, where I definitely want to see more cool and unique products being created. But aside from that, I would also like to continue to see makeup become more inclusive. And I'm not just talking, you know, the foundation shade ranges, because while I do feel like most of the brands are kind of stepping up and being better about that, as because now you really have no excuse not to, but I'm talking about all aspects of the makeup routine here. So setting powders, blushes, lip products, everything. I feel like if a brand is going to launch anything, whether it's a range of lip products or blushes or whatever it may be, that there should be one thing for every person in that line. And that is what I would like to continue to see more of, as everybody loves makeup. So I think it's just important that we make sure we can include everybody in that. But yeah, you guys, that is it. That is all of the questions in this tag. I really enjoyed doing this. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to do the tag if you would like to, and let me know if you do it so I can check out your video as well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and if you did enjoy it, definitely give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and if you hit that notification bell, you will never miss an upload from me. And last but not least, you can also come follow your girl on Instagram at AlyssaNPope, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!